one of these. Hey, good evening and welcome everybody. It's Obi-Wan Piz for and Simplex Pachinko. Tonight we are doing some Elite Dangerous because there is some, there have been murders afoot. The entirety of Shinrarta Desra, which is a system that's known for housing, like, elite pilots, and I mean that by the ranking that people hold. So people can only get in there if they are of elite status or higher. Have to have some elite status in some aspect of your character. Most of the time it's combat or trading or various other things. But, yep. The Thargoids, who are originally a curiosity, and eventually humanity basically baited them into attacking. And now we're just on a full-scale war. It's been going fairly well for humanity. Pilots have gotten together and decided to attack the major Titan zones. So they have been banding together and taking down Titans either individually or, well, individually or as groups. There we go. And at the moment, FDev decided that the best thing to do was to send in a counterattack fleet at Shinrarta Desra. And so a number of people decided to get their war games on and start rushing at Shinrarta in order to defend humanity. Been working out pretty well so far. I decided today, or well, a few days ago, to inspect what was going on. Found a few of the people flying there were pretty heavily armed. Decided to try out a couple of different refits and found one that's working for me right now. It is a Crate Mark II, outfitted with level 2 engineered hull reinforcements, and basically it is, as its name will, you'll see its name in a second, brick shithouse. It is, in fact, built like one, so... So we're going to get into it. Here we go. Brick 1, the brick shithouse. If we look at the outfitting, here we've got... I'm leaving one empty hardpoint at the moment because I needed to trade out a bunch of stuff in order to get all of my hull reinforcements up to, like, top level. In theory, I might actually want to add in, as was suggested by Rainman Games, add in a giant beam laser with a modification of, not thermal shock, it's the other one. I can't remember, it might just be like heavy weapon, basically, as its main modification, and then the experimental I forget what to call it now. Experimental upgrade. in theory, should be the big giant one. Alright, so if we go with this, we're going to need a... Class 2 is easy enough. Anyway, we need to get back to... Oh, not Shinrarta. That's what it was. It's V668, something like that. Yeah, that one. V886 Centauri, where the fleets are meeting up. There is a large carrier ship which is docked in that, or positioned in that system, which has all sorts of stuff that you can buy, sell, move things onto it and off of it. So I'm trying to head back there. I'm currently in the system of Cook, and we'll be heading back there. On the way, we're going to hit each of these systems: LFT 898, BD plus 16, 2404, and Fralak. And we're just going to check up on each of those systems in that one. LHS 2441. We're going to do a quick checkup on those systems to see if they have any catalog importance. We're doing a little bit of star cataloging for a couple of commanders out there. So we'll just check real quick. LFT 898. That can't be it. 898. Now why isn't that coming up? Okay, it is very possible that this is just a useless system. Yeah, okay. It's a useless system. So, since it only has a red dwarf star in the system, there's literally nothing else here. We're not going to bother with any sort of cataloging stuff. But at any rate, we're currently in Cook with Celine Jean, who is the specialized hull reinforcement and armorer. If we go to the engineer's workshop, we have all sorts of possibilities for outfitting our armor. We are going with heavy-duty armor, which will increase the boosted amount of the hull, which is really the important part here, and increase kinetic, thermal, and explosive resistance, which sort of works against the Thargoids, but the problem is that they, like many of the other xenomorph type creatures, end up just spitting acid all over your hull and melting it. So we also need high density composites, but unfortunately we're not going to get this unless we're in low security systems or start blowing up military and authority vessels, which that's not really my play, so we're probably going to avoid that one. And then our experimental effect here, deep plating reduces the resistance and kinetic, thermal, and explosive, but then increases the hull boost even more. So right here we have a hull boost of 327%, so tripling what our military grade composite is going to give us. And then up in the hull boost area, it's actually boosting that another 32% up to, that's 32% of the 327%. Hang on. Let's see, 3.27 times 1.3276 is 434, so that's wrong. Okay, it's not additive either. Okay, it's just adding. That's what we got. So it's adding onto the. Oh, you know what? It's what we have right now. Right, 309, and then it's additive. It's just stacking on another 32.76% on top of that, additively, not multiplicatively. That's what we got. And our hull reinforcements, as you can see here, we've got level 3 for most of them, and level 2 for our 3D here at the bottom. Again, we tried as much as we could to get our experimental effect on, but unfortunately I ran out of cash to be able to do it. The problem for us right now is molybdenum. We need to go hunt down a lot of molybdenum. And then compact composites, again, you can find them in military and authority vessels, and then also just salvage them at signal sources. So we can go around and just start collecting them. Right now, we're going to boost our credits, because buying the crate and then crashing a few times in order to attempt to figure out how to do this properly brought us down by about 200 million credits. So, oh no, 200 million credits. No, seriously though, we want to get that back up, because that's gonna go quick if we start losing a lot more. If we start losing a lot more vessels compared to how many Thargoid vessels we're taking down. Alright, 1 second here. Sorry. Had to validate inputs. Destination obscured, so we're just gonna FSD our way out of the atmosphere. Not that there is much of one. Still obscured. Alright, so this is where we come over here. This stuff chews fuel like nobody's business, but we've got plenty of it. And the next star we can fuel up at, LFT 898, is a red dwarf. Again, since it's by itself, we don't have to do a whole lot with it. We can just drop it off. Caustic launcher, I think I changed the input to my thumb button. Sure hope. Direction scanner. Oh, none. Right, okay. So since we had no particular information, not unknown, that meant we had already scanned it. We're just starting an hour late, don't mind me. Woo! Okay, good. 37%. Let's start poking around this system. See if we can find. Nice. Right, gotta find the gas giants first. I mean, you don't have to, but I'm gonna find the gas giants first, and then move to their moons once we got all of the gas giants figured out. That's gonna be annoying. Apparently a few of the lights in this room are slightly on the fritz, so got to figure out how to replace them. Be my project tomorrow, I think. Four more. 3. 2. 1. There we go. Last one.
System scan complete.
Okay. BD plus 16. $24.04. That's the one. Alright, star catalog. Assigned to me, or rather, I assigned it to myself. There are no ringed stars. There are 2 ringed planets. And other points of interest. No named planets or moons, particularly. Hello. Crusader. Okay. Okay, so we got 1 megaship. 1 point of interest. That's it. Alright, so 1 POI plus 1 megaship. Jump to the next system. Fralak. That was not the button I wanted. Come on now. 100%. 4, 5, 6, 7. No particular interesting names or anything like that. No ring stars, no ring planets. That was weird. 1, 2, 3. Alright, 3 points of interest. Nothing else. Seems a little weird to me, but whatever. Not terribly interesting. While we're here, snag a couple of these. Or one. If you can scan other people's ships, you might get some interesting little like data scoops or sensor readings or various other stuff. next one down. That's the next one down. Right. Moons. So at each individual sensor level, we're trying to figure out what we've got. Not sure exactly what each level means, apart from just how much other stuff is nearby. So try to keep the distance between the objects, so it's not all terribly crowded. Oops. Oh. Okay. Ooh, nothing behind the sun this time. Awesome. Hey, punching. Yep. Elite Dangerous is pretty cool. Can times be extremely frustrating, and others be very rewarding. Most of the time, if you're hanging out with experienced people, you can make some serious cash. Obviously not real cash, but hey, whatever. Alright, 4 ringed planets. And then we say, how many points of interest do we have? Let's accelerate out. Alright, that's 01, 11. So 1 point of interest plus 1 mega ship. Right, and then we come back over here. So my main goal in this game has shifted from I don't really know to stellar cartography, and I'm pretty sure if, you know, coming over to like what would you do if you were in the Star Trek universe, or what would you be interested in some like far-flung future, I'm thinking stellar cartography would actually be it for me, with my knowledge of trigonometry and stuff like that, it'd be really helpful. And although I don't necessarily know three-dimensional trigonometry, I feel like I could learn it easily enough. Where are we? Cornwallis. There we go. So the rescue ship Cornwallis is our home base for this. Gonna zip over there. Cornwallis is currently residing inside of a gas giant's rings, so makes it rather interesting. And the approach is not at all stressful. If you don't get it just right, you pretty much just go flying right into the rings. It'll only be about 100 kilometers off, so it's not that bad, but 100 kilometers still takes me 200 seconds, so... I am on the cusp of impact, so that's kind of where we want to be. Yes, I did just hear myself. No, I've not played Star Citizen. I know a few people have made the switch and gone from Elite Dangerous to Star Citizen. I think if I were going to make a switch, it possibly would be to, rather than Star Citizen, it might be to Space Engineers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, nope, 2, 1. Alright, so we need to get within 7.5 kilometers and then call the ball. And that is our spot right there. Probably should have done that later. So can we make any... Nope. Ow. Landing pad 06. Yeah, I was playing Space Engineers in like alpha, so it wasn't nearly as much fun as I wanted it to be, but it was in alpha, right? So by now it's actually done pretty well for itself. You know, now that we're out in what number, you know, release 1 or something. Alright, so we are going to switch over our fittings. Daisy, yeah. You know, Dawn does math, right? Dawn plays that one a lot. Experimental. We want... Man. We don't have, actually, any Titans in the area, so we don't need that. We need our AX missile rack back. Currently we have an experimental weapon limit, and we also have an item which fits in slot 3, but actually will fit in slot 4, which will, there, experimental weapon stabilizer allows us to carry 1 extra. So by fitting that, we also need to get rid of the shield generator because it does absolutely jack shit. Alright, we will take a module reinforcement type D, 5D, which will fit in a 6 slot. This does not have an experimental upgrade, unlike our reinforcement packages, which could have an experimental. Here we go. That one? Nope. That one? Nope. Come on now. Which one is it? The hell? Man. One of these was supposed to have an upgrade. I took out the fuel scoop, not a reinforcement package. It was the 3. I swear it was the 3. Oh, you know what? It was our core. That's not what I meant. Core. It was a military grade. Yeah, there we go. Deep plating. So it increased our hull boost significantly while decreasing our individual resistances somewhat. In this case, it actually makes them technically negative. However, the Thargoids just spit acid on everything. So, like, the kinetic, thermal, and explosive resistances almost don't matter at all. Let's see. Increase range. We don't even need that, really. Whatever. Alright, this will protect our weapons from getting acid on them. At least somewhat. Let's see if we can sell off some of our stuff before we go so that we don't end up dying, or rather, we don't lose stuff when we die, because, let's be honest, we're gonna die. Don't know how often. Cartographics not available. Cool. Right, and then our shipyard, we also have the Python Mark II. Which at the moment, if we switch over, time to lock in. If we switch over, this gets us military grade composite, right? Olympic controller we can use. The weapon stabilizer allows us to have 6 hard points on, so 3 missiles, 3 multi-cannons. The hull reinforcement is on 3 and 2, which is not super great, but it's what we got. Yeah, and this thing has to go. I don't want the lightweight hull reinforcement. I want the heavy stuff. But at the moment, we deal with what we got. And then that's a dedicated slot, so I can't change that one. Okay. Alright. We want to go back over to the crate. Ditch the... We don't have shields. Joke's on you. Okay. Increase this one. 2x missile rack already owned. It's good music for it. Do we have a second heatsink? No. Cool. This is fine. Optional. Get rid of our planetary vehicle hangar. Because we don't need a planetary vehicle. We need yet another hull reinforcement. 2E. Ugh. It's like... 1D is not that far lower, and it's... We need a 2D, really. So the E's to D's are half the weight, yet at the same time have more hull reinforcement. So in this case, we've got a quarter the weight, and also small amount of resistance boost. It's half as much, but the hull reinforcement's almost the same. So like, this might be just okay. Stored. This might be the best thing to do just for now. It's not the greatest idea, but whatever, it's fine. We're going to go over to fire groups, make sure that we have everything in. Okay, 3 multi-cannons, 2 missile racks. We have Xeno scanner on 1. No, we want that on 2. We want that on 1. Right, our caustic sink launcher is going to be technically almost worthless, depending on how we do this. And the heatsink is still the same button. What is that now? That's the shutdown. Yeah, that's the shutdown field neutralizer. I think. Should be that button. Okay. So when we get in, they're going to try to throw a shutdown field, which will turn out all the electronics on their ship. Unless we can get the thingy. Unless we can get the neutralizer put up. Which normally we can. We'll see whether it works or not. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Search and rescue. Obi Pez leaving the space. Let's go. Alright, so Shinrarta Desra is our destination. Oh, here's what you'll like, Punching. So, we've got all of the various stars in our system, in our immediate area. I've been to all the blue ones, and granted that just means I've been to the star. It doesn't mean anything at all, in terms of like actually doing anything. But generally speaking, you know, I've mostly been to all of the blue stars and also scanned them, most of them. I've been playing this game for like, I don't know, almost 10 years or something. So there's quite a few. This is a Thargoid controlled area. You get the symbol for it here. There's also various other places that used to have Thargoids in them. These are now under human control. So I actually visited this one, this Titan here, and humans destroyed it. And that one, and like 4 more. Something like that. I think we're currently 8 down, 2 to go, or something like that. Anyway, we've got all these systems. Je is kind of our home system for my particular group. 82 Aridni is here. Fulmahout is here. Tau Ceti is over here. One of those. There we go. Epsilon Aridni is here. There we go. Wolf 294, Ross Systems, Groombridge. Here's Seoul. This is where we actually live. The year for Elite Dangerous is 3310. It's currently the 21st of September, 3310. And humanity has spread to a whole bunch of systems, virtually all of them in this local cluster, and like a number of systems way out in the reaches. Not that surprising, right? People don't really want to be somewhere with a lot of other people, so they spread out. The original game, Elite 1984, had systems that are named like Ark, Weird, Laxak, Nanamam, all these other places. Anything that has a name in here, almost certainly, and by a name I mean like is a named star system, and has a special name to it. Kornsar out here, Tritea, almost certainly was in the original Elite 1984. That does not mean necessarily that it is a real star system. However, stuff like Sirius would be. Right? This is the Sirius Canis Major star that we see in our night sky. I don't remember exactly what year it was, but somewhere between 2010 and 2015, they hired a physicist by the name of Dr. K. Ross, who is occasionally still streaming here on Twitch, although not currently a member of Frontier Developments. She went through and found a whole bunch of star systems that were like real, in real life, and made sure that they were actually populated in this game. So for instance, LHS 494 is from the LHS catalog number 494, and it is in this game, and it has these particular properties. It is a red dwarf type M star. It is under the catalog Gliese 1254. It is 101.30 light years from Earth, and it is of the stellar type M4. I believe M4 variant, but I don't know exactly. This is a real star that is in real life, and so she was able to add a whole bunch of these having the information for them available. So she did a lot of work. And also, anybody who has not seen this yet, here's Sol, right? Currently 53.98 light years from where I am in Shinrarta Desra. And then here's Altair, Cygni. So those of you who know where the Summer Cross is, this is Cygnus the Swan. Barnard Star, fairly close by. We can zoom out and out. Coalsack Nebula, a real nebula, and out, and out. Welcome to the Milky Way. Again, all of this is based on more or less real star charts and approximately what we actually see. Over here, we have the system Los, which is approximately 22,000 light years away from us. And if we zoom in on it, this is towards the stellar or galactic center, and you'll notice just the population of stars in this area is ridiculous. Again, many of these stars are real. At this point, it's also like projected, where Dr. K. Ross came through and just went with, let's figure some stuff out. Let's make some interesting routes that are gonna be able to get from from where we are on the Orion arm of the Milky Way galaxy, and allow people to get out to here. This is what is called Colonia. It is the human colonies at or toward the center of the Milky Way galaxy. Like I said, the stellar density in this area is just tremendously more is much more dense in here, which also means that any of these stars that you want to look at and any of these stars that you want to start like cataloging, they're going to be just open. Like there's nothing over here practically that has been like 100% mapped out. You can just pick a direction, start moving, and eventually, fairly quickly, you're going to find some brand new stuff. So it would be my goal to kind of either get a route or try to find some like large areas to yeah, I mean, just basically go hog wild on it and do some serious stellar cartography. However, for right now, what I'm doing is I'm working on a cartographic project in the bubble, which is the area where humanity started, which kind of includes everything within about 75 light years of Sol. And we're trying to look for interesting stars, let's say. There are a number of them that have 8 moons around a 8 moons around a ringed gas giant. And when you actually find something like this, it may very well have some special properties. It may very well have something lucky nearby. There is some lore which goes back to the Elite 1984 game, and in fact a book that was accompanied as lore, where there was a special colony called Raxla, which was supposed to be essentially like El Dorado, or like you know, number of other places. Jameson Memorial, there we go. That's where we're headed. Nope. Can overshoot. Damn. Alright, keep it in the corner. Come around, come around. Still got 3 seconds on it. Nope. 4. There we go, that's better. We're trying to get to 6. Once we get to 6 seconds, there we go. Once we get to 6 seconds, we can actually get to it. If you're at 4, you're going to overshoot. Alright, so we have 0 shields. This is intentional. We're going to go 3 weapons, 2 engines, and 1 systems. That's the amount of power we're going to put into all those things. So most of the Thargoid weapons bypass shields anyway, so it's not even worth trying to have it on. There is also a lightning attack that some of them do, which will, like... the lightning attack will destroy anything. Not literally anything, just, you know, if you... Oh, no. Oh! I forgot. Yep. Completely and utterly forgot. Yay! I'm drifting. It should let you continue to drift, but we have, you can actually hear the ice forming on the windshield. Yep, we're screwed. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Move, move, move. this bad boy. Information for ourselves. Cool, 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 cool. Where is it? Where is it? Do we have caustic damage? Not really. Ooh. Okay, so right now we're trying to aim for one of its hearts. Which is going to be hard. There we go, it's exerted. Okay, we got caustic, so we're going to go silent running and try to burn it off. There's the lightning. Come on. Caustic off. Go cold. God. Get just pummeled. This is cool. %. Panic shield up. Nah, we're screwed. So bad news, we're dead. Good news, we should respawn in Jameson Memorial, which is exactly where we just were. So that was kind of harsh. Yeah, cartographic data, 400,000 gone. Oh well. Jameson Memorial, yep. So we spawned kind of hard mode. Passenger what? It's weird. Okay. Let's go like this. Put more into engines. Got 3.5 currently. Ooh. Uh-oh. Turn sideways. Come on, where are we going? Where are we going? Okay, so we can target these guys, that's good. Okay, got a few on. Cool, cool, cool. We're gonna rubber band like hell.
Let's kill some Thargoids.
Okay, cool, cool. 80,000 bond received, that's good. Who do we got? Hey, it's Rayman. Damn. They're quick. Nope. Some more guys over there.
Caustic damage detected. Cyberman.
Turn it off. Come on.
Taking heat damage.
Damn. Got it. Oops. Can't get around it. Alright, we're gonna go after this guy. That's better. Cool. Let's go back to the Cyclops. Heart. There we go. Oh. Wait. Did that not get me? Ooh. Alright, I don't know how that managed to work. Hey. Weapon parts. We're gonna rush through. It's gonna give us horrible, horrible caustic burn. Damn. Alright, crap. What's the button for it? No. Alright, we can also instead... No, wait, I don't have the launcher on this one. 120. Okay. Man, I want the caustic launcher to go, but I don't have one. Ripper. Wasn't for me, was it? Cool. Oops. Cyclops. Really? Did I run out of... Oh, I ran out of heat sinks. Okay. was going. Ooh. Alright. 5 kilometers out. Looks like I gotta catch up to this one. Man. Come on, get in there. Oh, you and me both, bud. Yeah, can it be breached? There's one. Alright. I think I gotta get to Jameson. Alright, we're gonna hot drop into the dock. Alright guys, we're going to do this pretty much at speed. .45 in the back. Atmosphere restored. So our oxygen should not be depleting. Oh, there we go. 2315. Alright, so. Woo! 109,581 in order to repair it, and 18,222 in order to restock weapons. However, in assisting destroy that one Cyclops, we got 8 million credits. So, and now we just go back and relaunch. It does have to go through the entire cycle, unfortunately, but oh, I should have cached. Oh well. Alright, get clear of the tower. Get clear of the tower. Boost out. Not recommended on a normal station. Commander Runner's co-pilot. Interesting. Alright, let's go. Alright, now the other thing Rayman does say is if you turn off your flight assist, oh, that did it. I got it. Right. If you turn off flight assist, you have a lot more free action to like move around and figure stuff out in terms of trying to get your ship properly, you know. Your ship behaves as if you're in space, which is what you would want for a space game. So generally you have to watch out for your propulsion elements. Oh, I love so much of that, but I'm gonna get just burned by caustic if I go in there. So this is all about like canceling vectors and make it work. Just make it work. So pilots oftentimes become a little too reliant on flight assist and don't necessarily use their flight sticks and controls and things like that in a way that's mostly helpful. Okay, well, there's that one. Wow, okay. Jeez. So if you can keep eyes on target like this, as close as you can, as much as you can. Oop, I got more stuff out here. Who's that? Who you killing? Why are you killing him? Oh, oops. Also need to turn off crimes. Yeah, report crimes against me. You have to turn off for big. Anytime you're working with other humans, usually it's a good idea. Does that make sure that you aren't going to get like bounties? Come on. Why are they booping humans? Alright, cool. Oop. Oh. There we go.
It's a Hydra. Hit it with everything you've got.
Alright, we're gonna turn. We're gonna get ready for the shutdown field. There we go. So that neutralizer makes sure that none of us end up getting nailed with that. It's like everybody within it. I had not reloaded yet because I had just done one. So that was a 1-2 right there. Cool. Come on. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Come on. Wake up. Where are we? There. God, it's so unfair. It's a lot of fire on that one ship. That way, that way. Come on, come on. Apologies if anybody is going to get space sick here. Nope, 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 nope. Doesn't reset the scan every time, but it does tend to get a little ugly. There's a heart. Little movements. Boo. Alright, so the panic shields go up. Swarms after me. And screw off. That heart next. Whoop. Come on, come on. A little bit higher, a little bit higher. Damn. Damn. Alright, time to take out another panic shield. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Damn. Got it. Yeah, got it that time. What? Did he zip out? No, come on. I did the thing. I must have got hit from a long distance, and it just spread out and then got me. Man. Oh. Come on. Get back. Get back. Serious? I only have one bullet in the chamber? That's terrible. Oop. It's behind me. Re-engage. Nice. Alright, they got it. So glad that I was of such wonderful help. Is that all of it? Might be all of it. Woohoo! Alright, so Station is attacking more down there. I don't think I quite understand what's going on. Station is still 20 kilometers away. Rotate. Got this guy right here. Oh. We appear to have pissed it off. Interceptor should be an easy one to get rid of, but come on, come on. Get in there. Come on, come on. My problem is that I have to wrestle with the controls so much. I'm still not used to it. Damn. In theory. Nope. Come on. So much damage. It's awful. Alright. Let's peel off. Damn. Ooh, that was almost bad. Woo. No, 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 no. Damn. Alright. That's it. Flight assist on. I can't. Come on. Pull up. These turrets. Three. Yeah. All right. Putting your landing gear down is actually important, believe it or not. 10 out of 10 pilots agree. Launch it. Let's go. Come on, shortcut. Yes. Where are we? Oh. Haven't scanned this one yet. Got it. Come on. I'll just boop it. Is there a heart right there? Ugh. Ugh. What? No! I did the thing! So ridiculous. Alright, so we're gonna come back and we're gonna be very close to dead, probably. Unless they just ignore me. Not anymore. Yay. Hi. It's not hitting the heart. Oh, there we go. Let's try that one. rubber banding all over the place. There we go. $21. Ow. Ow. Here's a heart. And we're gonna go docking station. Where are we? 9? Ugh. Eight. Yeah. There we go. Let's go. Plastic sink launcher. Where do we want that? Ooh. Needed something. Alright, that one's going down in like 2 seconds. Right, gotta go like that. Ah, damn it. Buddy. Get it, get it. Did we get it? Yep, got it. Right. Ballistic damage removed. Shut her down. Slow down. Man, I was gonna get that repair drone to help me, but yup. My flight assist appears to be off. There we go. Yep, there we go. Toast. Okay. So let's see what happens. Cargo, no claims, cool. Alright, so we're gonna have to pay 8 million, but that was the cost of one of our bounties. So as long as we can continue to gain rate. So mission board. I mean, eventually we're going to get a lot of these, but Cyclops, we definitely can. Medusa Interceptor have been a part of that. And now let's do the 7 Thargoid Scouts. Those are fairly likely to get done. One Basilisk. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Right, and evacuate people is the other option there. Great, we're good. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ah, no! God damn it. Well, with Flight Assist on, it does slow us down to 0 in the station, at least. That's ridiculous. And at least in the station, we're safe. Terrible. No, come on. Get out of here. No! So disappointing. It's just ridiculous. Like, I popped the neutralizer. It shouldn't have done that. Alright, how dead are we? Already. 82. Man. Such bullshit. No. Not what I wanted either.
Good to have you on the team. Let's kill some Thargoids.
There's one. Already 24%. Cool. Hydra. What the hell just... Right, I added a fire group. And shield. No! Alright, so do we automatically fill the missions or what? Probably not.
This system is crawling with Thargoids. If we don't push them back, we'll be overrun. Think you can handle it?
Friendship anomaly detected.
Just to make sure. We have not completed any, right? No. Alright, how close are we? Yeah, no. One confirmed kill on the scouts, and nothing else. Alright, I think I gotta focus on the scouts.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
break. Jeez. Okay, well, hot dropped. Whoop. Nope, not that one. Hey. 60 mil. Ooh.
That's the last of them. Great job, Ace. We couldn't have done it without you.
Caustic Purge. Alright, this is out at 6 kilometers. Nope. Oh, okay. Bam. That was a good one. There it is. Alright, let's just run it out and reload. No? Nobody gonna help? Alright, cool. Where's the actual station? Here we go. Alright. a couple of hits on this thing before attempting to dock.
Docking request granted.
Cool. Oh. Oh, that was bad. I hit somebody. I don't know who that was. Hope not. What? No, sir.
Docking successful.
No, sir.
Disengage.
Missiles hit me inside the station. No. Uh-uh. Oh, that's bad.
Taking damage.
Oh no.
Attack.
Oh, come on. Get out of here. Complete. Cool. Come on, get on. There is it. There it is. On target. Next target. Nope. There we go. That's the one. No. Zero thrust capacity. come on. Get that heart. Still at 5%. Oh, come on. Zero. There we go. Jeez. Damn, guys, come on. You could do better. That one. Ooh, that's the one. That's the one. Come on. Get around. Get around. Well. Oh. Well, that's what they're counting on. Yo, little help. Oh, uh-oh. Nah, we're crashed. Shouldn't have hit that last thruster. By unknown. Pilot hubris. I mean, still the good news is we're only going to be eating into the 80,000 or 60 million that we got from that one. What? What? Come on now. Still didn't complete one of those missions. Five confirmed kills. Okay. And I don't know what... Oh, it was Hydra that netted us a 60 mil. I'm definitely not soloing one of those, so... I don't know who else is actually still here. So it looks like everybody already left. I'm wondering if they're trying to reset the instance and they're wondering why I'm not helping. Right, come back the way we came. Oops.
Frameshift drive charging.
Um... do have to watch out for hitting the sun. So, no, 700 Jameson Memorial there. 340 now. Where is Rain Man? At Jameson Memorial. Okay. Alright, welcome back from any ads you might have been on. So we tried to jump out of the system and back in order to reset the instance. There's a possibility that Rayman was trying to do that, and I was getting in the way. So I did not actually see him in there at all when I jumped out. So here's a good possibility that was what they were doing. and I was just getting in the way. Try not to get in the way. Do 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 do.
This system is crawling with Thargoids. If we don't push them back with the overrun, think you can handle it?
Jesus, where are they? Oh, they're there. Okay. Figure out which heart it is that's being exerted at the time. Doesn't look like any of them. Damn. One of these hearts has to take damage. Right, that's the rules. You have to tell me if you're cop. That was good. Perfect. 10 out of 10, no notes. Oh my god. Alright. That does it. We're out. It's a raiding party. Who we got a raiding party from? It's Don Does Math. Hey Don, how's it going? Anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Obi-Wan Pez, and this is N-Simplex Pachinko. And we are currently under assault by a acid-wielding race that currently has me down to 5% hull. Where the hell am I docking? Number... 5? 5. Uh-oh. Nope, backward. That's number 7. Oh. There's number 5. Okay. Yeah. I made a bunch of money off of somebody else against doing some damage against the particular enemy that somebody else completely destroyed, and I just happen to do some damage. So I got about 60 million that I'm working on. Every time I lose a ship, it's 8 million to get one back. So surprisingly, I'm actually making out at the moment. I'm not a very good pilot, but we're getting better slowly. Oh. And we almost collided. Awesome. Whoop. We need to go and help with this interceptor again. So we were attempting to help with it. Ooh, there it is. That one. So we try to get on target, and we have to have it exert its heart. At which point we start exposing its core. For the most part, it's leaving me alone because it knows I'm not a threat. Quite frankly. God. I don't understand why that's like that. We have a bunch of dumbfire missiles and fixed turret weapons, and we're trying to get this thing, hit it on its heart, which is really hard to hit. So we'll see how it goes. But thank you so much for the raid, Don, and thank you everybody for coming on in. Elite Dangerous is currently facing a massive enemy in the Thargoids. They invaded a system that is best known for housing a lot of the pilots with elite ranking. It's also kind of the retirement system. When somebody eventually retires their character, they go to this place, which is called Shinrarta, and they... Wow, I'm doing absolutely no damage. God, this is not going well for humanity. Not least of which because I'm here. Looks like an artichoke? Yeah, pretty much. Evil, evil artichokes. It's also because it might be a Hydra that I'm not doing pretty much any damage to it. So, Hydras are like, you know, the big one. Heads up for anybody who's got like motion sickness, this game does tend to get pretty rough. Good news is that like I'm probably not gonna mess too badly with you. But there is the possibility that other people are going to end up... Jeez. Oops. Other people could start spinning and all sorts of cool stuff, which does tend to bother people sometimes. 42% hull. Nope. 37. 33. I don't understand really what the problem is, because normally I'd be at least doing some sort of damage. So, I don't know. It's probably just me. For anyone who does not know Elite Dangerous, it is a space sim type game, which usually use a HOTAS system or HOSAS system. Currently working off of a kind of standard Logitech HOTAS. Some of the other people are working off of the HOSAS system, where they're using multiple sticks. It is quite interesting. And immediate backup for launch. Get a repair, get back. Now to find where everybody else is. They might have logged again. Yeah, that appears to be bugged. Oop. Nope. They're all over there. Never mind. Unless those are just desynced. And they're actually over there or something. Man, I don't even know anymore. No? Okay. Let's see if we can scoop this thing. Nope, too fast. Yeah, I think I might be getting some desync. But hey, if it's gonna let me carry this stuff, I'll take it. Okay, yep, and we're getting some desync, so we're just gonna hop out of the system and then back in again. Ah, well. What are you going to do? This is one of the biggest events that Elite Dangerous has put on in the last very long while. So, like, everybody is involved with it. And that's one of the reasons why we're getting a lot of weird network errors. Our neighbor star system here is a white dwarf. Maybe a neutron star. Which one is it? Yeah, white dwarf.
Frameshift drive charging.
So, a lot of the white dwarf systems have jet cones coming off them. You're actually able to supercharge your, it is called a frame shift drive. So you can supercharge the frame shift drive in order to jump much further, or use it on a single jump to reduce the fuel cost pretty significantly. Alright, where are we? That was not the way. James Memorial. So there's kind of two ways that you can fix the desync. One is jumping out and back in. It does take a bit of time. Maybe the faster way would have been better, which is to go into the station, land, and then just log out. That does tend to also work, and works fairly well. We are slowly getting better at this. I started playing Elite Dangerous probably in 2012, give or take. I found it on Steam, I believe, for free, at least for the old version of it. And then I got an upgrade to Horizons. I believe that was also for free, which allowed me to bomb around on some of the planets and use an SRV to go hunt down materials and see if you can find cool stuff. And then they released an update called Space Legs, where you could walk around on a planet on foot, which also gave you the ability to go search out exobiology. Oh, I don't really want to face one of these guys alone. Sure, let's submit. And then burn away. Thargoid interdiction telemetry. We can get up to 465. And we're away. So, no, it is free to play asterisk. So, it was free to play originally, and yeah, that looks promising. It was free to play originally, although most of the time when you have to purchase the game, and then there's other oh, come on. There's other variants and cosmetics and stuff like that.
Have you on the team? Let's kill some Thargoids.
63. This is the problem with this. So it's just like, it gets to be stupid. Like, everything starts attacking you just all at once. I don't know what they're doing. Ugh. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Jameson. Press docking. Let's not slam into it this time, maybe. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey. Docking slot 11. Ah. Alright, well. There we go. Alright, let's see where everybody else is at. So, Rayman's there. I'm guessing he's in, might be open, I guess. Hmm. Yeah. And then when they release an update, like that update will cost, like a massive update, that update will usually cost something. When we got our Space Legs, right? That was an expansion that Don, yeah, you'll like my ship over here. Yep. It's called Brick 1, and it is the brick shit house. I stacked this thing with whole, like, whole plating upon whole plating upon whole plating, because this was, I mean, you saw what these guys did to my ship anyway. It's ridiculous. So yeah, when we got Space Legs, we ended up getting kind of a massive update, and so that massive update then kind of costs a lot of money to make. So they released an expansion, and okay, yep, 289 million in bonds, and I did not actually do a lot of that work. Unfortunately, I do need to jump to the next system in order to get that. Curses. Let's do this. Let's log out. Main menu. And let's see if... Open's probably a terrible idea, but nonetheless. Yeah, that's where these guys are. Curses. They might have been trying to avoid me, because, like, you know, I wasn't listening, or I'm not on their comms. In which case they're gonna be like, why is this guy here again? But ooh. Actually, these guys will be nice and easy to take down. So I need 2 more scouts in order to complete a mission. So like I said, should be pretty easy to get them. Oh. If the guns are actually out. There we go. There we go. Couple on target. It's 4 kilometers out though, so that's... Oh well. No, it's way off. Come on. Hey.
Good to have you on the team. Let's kill some Thargoids.
So, the Thargoids, generally speaking, have got a massive amount of, not just hit points, but also resistance. Most of their ships have, like, basically... crap. Come on! Yet again. So we have this pulse wave neutralizer, which prevents this particular system from affecting us, usually. But either I'm not timing it right, which is likely, or it's just being a real big pain in the ass right now. We're getting desynced, but most likely it's just... God, come on. Going right across this guy's bow. This is a terrible idea. Yep, we're just taking all the damage right now. It's great. So I'm single-mindedly going after this fool over here. Terrible idea. Come on. No. Darn it. Come on. Ugh. There we go. Nope. That should do it. Yep. Yep. Nope. No, what? Boo. What is going on here? Just gonna let all of these weapons hit the station behind it. It's fine. There it is. Yeah, that's dumb. Really? Up there? There it is. Alright, let's land and then turn in the mission, so I can actually do that. Seven Thargoids scouts for reputation. as well put another one on there for Scouts. 63, no thank you. 76, 64, 54. Man. Okay, those are wing missions, so they're intended to be taken on by, like, 12 people. Let's see. 2 Cyclops sounds about right. Oh, and Scouts. There was a thing for 9 at the bottom. Again, sounds about right. 12. Oh, and let's do advanced. Yeah, ship integrity. It's fine. Nope. Fly pretty close to the station here, so we can get over to where the rest of the people are. Some of them. If I did that. Alright, cool. That's a Hydra. We don't need that kind of negativity in our lives. No, seriously, where are these people? Opposite side of the station? They all inside? Okay, well, most of them appear to be inside. Cool. Real hard to hold this stuff on target. like that. Come on now. Boy. Got one on target. That's a lot of guys in the same area. I don't like that he's on my tail now. Didn't even tell me that my hull was, like, seriously damaged or anything. Just, you know, blow up. Fine. Oh. Commander ARS 145. Cool. Cool. Okay. Okay. So, possibility, he's just a random ganker, and that's just gonna be a pain in the ass.
This system is crawling with Thargoids. If we don't push them back, we'll be overrun. Think you can handle it?
0 kills. Come on, man. time we got? 1 o'clock. Cool.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Really did nothing. Okay, cool. Yep, he's just gonna be here killing people, so. So occasionally you see people who are like this, who just have no care in the world for, you know, anything. Just decide they're gonna punch people because they're mad.
The system is crawling with Thargoids. If we don't push them back, we'll be overrun. Think you can handle it?
Nope.
Crawling with Thargoids. If we
Cool.
don't push them back, we'll be overrun. Think you can handle it?
Alright, well maybe they're on Jody's, but... Alright, I think... RuneScape. What's the matter? You don't have Ultima? Alrighty. We're gonna send everybody over to Peace Live and Jody, who is really awesome, Elite Dangerous streamer, and we'll maybe show up over there, so see how things go. So thanks everybody for showing. Thanks for coming on over. And we'll send everybody over to Peace, Love, and Jody. We'll see you on probably Monday for some mathy type stuff. I think we're probably going to be done with differential equations class, although we'll talk about a wrap up and see how things go on Monday. So see you all later. This is Obi-Wan Piz for and Simplex Pachinko. Have a good night.